Some Studebaker owners will never be happy behind the wheel of anything but a radical design car. The more weird the styling, the better they like it. They're fad-minded, in spite of the fact that automotive history proves fad styling never lasts. Remember the airflow? The extremists loved it, but most of the buying public went right on past. People haven't changed much. And today, we doubt that the average Studebaker owner wants to stick out like a sore thumb when he drives down the street. He really wants not extreme styling, but fashion styling. And this fact puts us in an ideal selling position. Because this year, right in his price class, we can offer him trend-setting styling that has already been accepted as the fashion. And no strings attached either. Buick styling contributes positively to the functional design of the car, while Studebaker, as the price for its overboard styling, hands the buyer a sentence like this: less room, less comfort, less visibility, and less power than Buick. But get this, the Studebaker buyer pays Buick prices. Buick prices for only small car value. Look at the facts. In 4 doors, the Buick Special is $15 less than the Studebaker Commander Regal, $155 less than the Land Cruiser. The 200 horsepower Century is only $68 more than the 120 horsepower Land Cruiser, little enough for 80 more horsepower. In hardtops, the Special Riviera is $177 less than the Commander Regal Starliner, while the Century Riviera, with its 80 more horsepower, is only $20 more. To show you how overpriced Studebaker is all down the line, the little 6-cylinder, 85 horsepower Champion Regal Starliner is only $57 less than the 150 horsepower Special Riviera. Tell your Studebaker prospects that. Putting it on a cost per pound basis, while the Studebaker buyer forks over 66 cents a pound for the half-pint Champion Regal, 67 cents for the Commander Regal, and 70 cents for the Land Cruiser, the Special costs only 55 cents a pound, and the high-powered Century, 60 cents. And the payoff is Studebaker, even at these prices, does not include direction signals, map light, glove box light, key switch light, or cigarette lighter, all of which are standard on Buick at list price. But price is only penalty number 1 for the Studebaker buyer. He is also practically imprisoned by the reduced dimensions of Studebaker. The minute he climbs down into his car, he starts feeling the squeeze. To get their curb-level styling, Studebaker raised the transmission tunnel and lowered the seats, forcing passengers into a limited space. For instance, while the front seat of Studebaker coupes and Starliners is a short 9.5 inches off the floor, the front seats of Special and Century Rivieras are a comfortable 12.8 inches high, much nearer normal, comfortable sitting height than Studebaker's arrangement. Buick's wide freedom and big car roominess give buyers those extra inches that make a tremendous difference. In Buick sedans, over 11 more inches in added hip plus shoulder room. In Rivieras, over 14 more inches. Studebaker Starliners, even with their 120.5-inch wheelbase and their scooped-out foot basins, can seat no more than 4 grown people. 6 people sit comfortably in a Buick. And they see better, too. For instance, show your prospect just how small the Studebaker windshield really is. Cover Buick's panoramic windshield with an open copy of the Saturday Evening Post. What's left is Studebaker's windshield area, 28 to 37% less than Buick. Yes, less visibility, less interior room, and less usable luggage space than Buick, too. Studebaker trunk lids are lower than Buick and narrower by 7 inches on the average. In fact, in Studebaker two-doors, the rear deck is so low the spare must be carried flat. Yet, in spite of these sacrifices to extreme styling, Studebaker seems to forget about style completely in some of its comfort features, such as the ventilation system. They still retain their old, unsightly pop-out fender vents, highly vulnerable to damage and comparatively useless in stormy weather. You can score with your prospect by showing him how Buick's high air intake is designed as an integral, streamlined part of Buick's advanced styling, giving fresh air in all kinds of weather. This is typical of the way Buick gives advanced styling without a single sacrifice in the usability of the feature. Now, when it comes to ride, the Studebaker owner suffers there, too. We'll get into this new subject just as soon as the operator turns the record.